It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Bengals and the Browns on Monday Night Prime Time.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The Dawgpound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, the new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday. And now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Blankenship out to kick off. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took out that initial contact, and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And Shark hauls it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Chubb will get the call, running left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now Lawrence, flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence, and that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So no problems at all on that one, and you know there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun to give to Mixon. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 57 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points. Point after here coming up. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Let's go.
Cleveland offense making their way out. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they can put for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, Hill. Great grab. There he goes right side. The 20. Touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Bass on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. KJ Hamler returning it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They go play action with Lawrence. Sliding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
partner. They're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So, Charles, when you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise, look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give running right is Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 21. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target.
And it's 3rd and 5. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
But 1st down, Hurts.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A draw play for Mixon.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Here we go. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out to his left. Shart's got it, left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
They'll roll him out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Bryant has it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts complete to Bryant. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pushes past him. Tough to bring Bryant down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw again. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. 17. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Hamler now to return it. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. But we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Lawrence will throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 60 yards rushing for him now. That was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nice
Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A handoff to Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
They'll set up a throw. Out left side here to Bryant.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The kick by Bass is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Flush to nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Young Trip is here, baby.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. On the slant, this is Chark. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A run for Nick Chubb. Escapes the defender. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go. Let's go.
88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. Now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Blankenship out for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're going to look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Micah Parsons able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. That is caught left side by Bryant. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And Diggs has it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
143 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So now the Bengals down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the Dawgpound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. 2nd and 10. Hurts.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
Complete to Bryant.
They find some open field here. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Cleveland, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.